Yeah, the Keynote 604 trial was a randomized phase 3 trial looking at the addition of pembrolizumab, a PD-1 antibody, to standard first-line chemotherapy, platinum etoposide, for patients with extensive stage small cell lung cancer. This trial had co-primary endpoints of progression-free and overall survival, and equal weight was given statistically to those two endpoints. It involved a total of 453 patients randomized into those two arms. I think the key take-home from the trial was both those primary endpoints. Progression-free survival was statistically significantly positive in favor of the pembrolizumab arm, with a hazard ratio of 0.75, confidence intervals that went from 0.61 to 0.91, and a p-value of 0.0023. So a strongly positive signal for progression-free survival in this difficult to treat disease. Overall survival also appeared to favor pembrolizumab with a hazard ratio of 0.80 and a p-value of 0.0164. But by this statistical design of the trial, this was actually not high enough to be considered statistically significant, although there is separation in the curves. I think maybe most importantly, there seems to be a subset of patients who derive long-term benefit from the addition of an immune checkpoint inhibitor in this context. So if we look at duration of response, those patients who respond to initial therapy, of course, is the majority of patients with small cell lung cancer. With the addition of pembrolizumab, at 18 months, about 16% of those patients are still in response, whereas the frequency of that in the control arm was about 1%. So essentially everyone progressed. I think this speaks to a subpopulation that does derive benefit, and I think future research will really focus on trying to define who are those patients who really benefit from this therapy, and can we improve immune response in the larger subset that are actually non-responders to immunotherapy.